Luke chapter 6. One Sabbath, Jesus was going to the grain field and began to pick some grain, and while giving their hands and ate some kernels. Some of the Pharisees asked, "Why are you doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath?" Jesus answered them, and then have you never read what David did when he and his companions were hungry? He entered the house of God, and taking the consecrated bit, he ate what is lawful only for priests to eat, and he also gave some to his companions. Then Jesus said, "The Son of Man is the Lord of the Sabbath." On another Sabbath, he went into the synagogue and was teaching, and a man there whose right hand was shriveled. The Pharisees and the teachers of the law were looking for a reason to accuse Jesus so they could watch him closely to see if he would heal on the Sabbath. But Jesus knew what was in their hearts, and he said to the man with the shriveled hand, "Get up and stand in front of everyone." So he got up and stood there. And Jesus said to them, "I asked you, which is lawful on the Sabbath, to do good or to do evil, to save life or to destroy it?" He looked around at them, and then he said to them, "Stretch out your hand." He did so. And his hands was completely restored. But the Pharisees and the teachers of the law were furious and began to discuss with one another what they might do to Jesus. One of those days, Jesus went out to the mountainside to pray and spent the night praying to God. The morning came, he called his disciples to him and chose 12 of them, whom he also designated apostles. Simon, whom he named Peter, his brother Andrew, James, John, Philip, Matthew, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, son of Alphaeus, Simon, who was called a Zealot, Judas, son of James, and Judas Iscariot, who became the traitor. He went down with them and stood at a level place. A large crowd of his disciples was there, and a great number of people from all over Judea, from Jerusalem, from the coastal region around Tyre and Sidon, will come to hear him and be healed of the diseases. Those troubled by impure spirits were cursed, and people all tried to touch him, because power was coming from him and healing them all. Looking at his disciples, he said, "Blessed are you who are poor, for yours is the kingdom of God. Blessed are those who hunger now, for you will be satisfied. Blessed are those who weep now, for you will laugh. Blessed are those when people hate you, when they exclude you and insult you, and reject your name as evil because of the Son. And rejoice in that day, and leap for joy, because great is your reward in heaven. For that is how their ancestors treated the prophets. But woe to you who are rich, if you have already received your comfort. Woe to you who are fed now, for you will go hungry. Woe to you who laugh now, for you will mourn and weep. Woe to you when everyone speaks well of you, for that is how their ancestors treated the false prophets. But to you who are listening, I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, and pray for those who mistreat you. If anyone slaps you on one cheek, turn to the other. If someone takes your coat, do not withhold the shirt from them. Give to everyone who asks you. And if anyone takes what belongs to you, do not demand it back. Do to others as you would have them done to you. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners and expect to be paid in full. But love your enemies, do good to them, lend them, without expecting anything to get in return. Then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, because He is kind and the ungrateful. He is kind to the ungrateful and to the wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. Do not judge, and you will be judged. Do not condemn, and you will be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be forgiven to you. A good measure pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. He also told them in this parable, can the blind lead the blind? Will they not both fall into the pit? The student is not above the teacher, but everyone who is fully trained will be like the teacher. Why do you look at the speck? Why do you look at the speck of the sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, "Brother, let me take the speck out of your eyes," when you fail to see a plank in your own eyes? You hypocrites! First take the plank out of your eyes, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eyes. No good tree bears bad fruit. Nor does a bad tree bear good fruit. Every tree is recognized by its own fruit. People do not pick fig trees from thorn bushes or grapes from briars. Uh, a good man brings good things out of good things out of the good stored up. A good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart, and an evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in his heart. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not say what I say? As for everyone who comes to me and hears my word, puts them into his practice, I will show you what they are like. They are like a man building a house who dug down deep and laid the foundation on rock. When the flood came, the torrent struck, and the house could not shake it, because it was well built. But the one who hears my word and does not put them into practice, like a man who built the house on the ground without foundation. The moment the torrent struck the house, it collapsed, and its destruction was complete.